Hello everyone, I'm Matt Gazzani from Stroud Research Center. Today I will go through the step-by-step process of downloading data from your sensor station. Although a fairly easy task, following the details in this process is important to prevent data collecting errors with your sensor station and breakage of parts. A reminder that this should be done on a minimum quarterly basis for stations that stream their data online and on a minimum 2-week basis for stations that do not stream online. This task should not be carried out during a rainstorm to avoid getting water into the logger box and onto the mayfly board. Before going out to collect the SD card, be sure to bring the following: a micro SD adapter to hold the card collected from the sensor station, a container to hold the SD adapter, a blank micro SD card that will replace the old one in the sensor station, a field visit data sheet to record the date and time when you collected the card, and a watch or cell phone to help record time and track the time span between sensor recordings. Once on site at the station, begin filling in the metadata portion of your field visit data sheet. It's a good idea to clean your sensors before collecting the SD card. Be sure to record the date and time of when you did this. Wait at least 5 minutes afterwards to allow the data to record the sensor cleaning before extracting the SD card. Unlock the combination lock with the correct code and open the logger box to reveal the mayfly board. Be sure your hands are clean and dry before touching the board or any of the wires in the box. Here you will see the power switch and the SD card in the slot. Flip the switch to the off position before taking out the SD card. Carefully remove the SD card from its slot on the mayfly board. Place the extracted microSD into an adapter, and then you can place that into a case. Then take a replacement microSD card and insert it back into the SD card slot. There is an incorrect way to insert the microSD card. The best way to prevent breakage is to use one finger to insert the card. When it's inserted incorrectly, the card will be loose and positioned at an angle. When it's inserted correctly, it will slide in and lock with only the force of a single finger. Turn the mayfly board back on once the microSD is in place. You should see a light sequence happen a few seconds after the board is switched on. Be sure to close and lock the logger box before leaving the site. Finish filling out the field visit data sheet by completing the sensor station maintenance and other information sections of the data sheet. When at your laptop, locate the SD card port where you can insert the adapter with the micro SD card still inside. It's usually found on the side of the laptop. Sometimes there's a protective piece in the port that needs to be ejected before the card can be inserted. There are also USB sticks that can hold micro SD cards. Insert the adapter with the microSD still inside. An autoplay window will pop up on your laptop screen. Choose the Open Folder to View File option. This should take you directly to your sensor station data. It will be in a text file format. Right-click the file and select Open. You can do a preliminary check for any data issues. You can also take note of the start and end dates of the data. Once it opens in Notepad, go to File and Save As. Save this text file in a designated folder or location that is for your sensor data. Be sure to have the date range of the sensor data indicated in the file name. The file then can be saved. This concludes the process on how to download data from your sensor station via in-field SD card collecting. As mentioned before, this should be done for all stations, even those that stream online, on a quarterly basis at least. I also suggest that you take the time to convert your SD card data over to an Excel workbook format with a visual graph inside. This can be done right after you complete this process. The data conversion process can be found in Part 2 of the Load Calculator tutorial. This will save you time later when preparing sensor data for analysis. This will also allow those without online data streaming to visually look over their sensor data. Thank you for watching. I'm Matt Gazzani from Stroud Research Center.